Hi Scorpios, welcome to my YouTube channel, and in this video I'm gonna talk about the transits in July. We have a busy month ahead of us, so let's see what July has in store for us. On July 1st, or technically June 30th, we have the conjunction of Sun and Mercury on the 8th degree of Cancer. That is your ninth house. Okay, ninth house is the house of travel, faraway lands. It's the house of our philosophy, beliefs, morals, religion, religious philosophy, I would say. So yeah, and the conjunction of Sun and Mercury here means maybe some of you might travel, or maybe there will be some news regarding travel. I don't know, some of you, if you are applying for your passport, for visa, you might get it around this time, or you might decide to travel somewhere. Some of you might decide to, I don't know, take courses, webinars, something like that, because ninth house also is responsible for higher education, for learning. Okay, yeah. And then on July 3rd we have a full moon on the 11th degree of Capricorn. Capricorn, for you, that is your third house. Okay, so again, third house and ninth house are activated. The full moon is in your third house and the sun is in your ninth house. So that third house rules your siblings, your communication. It's your neighbors. What else? So yeah, like short distance travel. And then the sun is in your long distance travel, higher education, religious philosophy, your morals, as I said. So something like maybe your siblings, and then travel, and then words, communication, and then learning. Those themes are activated. Yeah, and then the good thing about this full moon is that it doesn't make any harsh aspects. It's not like the full moon that we had in June. Remember the full moon in Sagittarius? That one was really tense because there were two Tsquares in the sky on that day. Yeah, I, for example, really felt the effects of that full moon 3 days after after the full moon. Yeah, and it's been depressing since then. I cannot wait for the next new moon. So yeah, now what I'm trying to say is this full moon is not gonna be like that. I mean, yes, full moons make us emotional. When there are harsh aspects like the one in June, we feel irritable, angry, on the edge. People are moody, emotional, sensitive. But in July full moon, yes, we are emotional, but it might be more in a positive way. Think of it in terms of the sea tides. When there is a full moon, there's lots of water at the beach, right? High tide. So yeah, and since our bodies are 80% water, we are also influenced by the moon. So at this full moon, yes, we will be emotional, but in a positive way. And since this full moon occurs right before July 4th, think of it this way. You are spending time with your, I don't know, siblings, neighbors, friends. You are celebrating, and you are feeling positive emotions. Your cups are filled. Okay, yeah, that can be the manifestation of this full moon. So this full moon makes a trine to Jupiter in Taurus in your 7th house, and it makes a sextile to Saturn in Pisces in your 5th house. Yeah, these are really positive aspects. So I feel you will be spending time partying with your significant other, with your friends, with your siblings. Yeah, it should be really fun. You have really fun houses activated at this full moon. Okay, and so full moons usually bring some sort of minor culminations. This is a regular full moon, so yeah, it's not a lunar eclipse. Don't expect some life-changing transformation, major culmination or ending. No, not like that. This is a regular full moon, so it's gonna be some minor culmination. Maybe you'll finish some project, or maybe you'll hear some news. Yeah, but it's gonna be something minor. What else? On July 6th, we have a mini Tsquare involving the moon, Venus, Mars, and Uranus. Yeah, so people might be a little bit irritable. You might be irritable as well. So be patient with yourself and with others. the good thing is it lasts for only 1 day because the moon moves fairly quickly. It spends only 2.5 days in one sign. So yeah. On July 9th, we have the last full moon in Aries. Why am I mentioning this? I'm mentioning this because after the last quarter moon, meaning after July 9th, take the next 5 days after this until July 15th to relax. Take this time to recharge, to wrap up the things that were brought by the new moon in June. Okay, this is not a good time to start anything new. So don't feel guilty if you are not like doing anything. Yeah, don't waste energy trying to start something new because it will be a waste of time. I'm gonna give you an example from my own life. Recently in May, like I was having some problems, and because I was in panic, I did not check the transits, and I just started looking for some project, okay, to work on, and I did find something. And so I packed all of my stuff, like I was ready to go, but somehow I couldn't find the means to get to that place. And so I had the delay, and because of the delay, the other party changed their mind. They were like, okay, let's cancel this. So yeah, and then when I looked at the transits, I realized like that I was trying to start things a week before the new moon. So yeah, like don't repeat my mistake basically. Take that time to recharge. It's a good time to wrap up the things that you started on June new moon. What else? On July 10th, we have Mars entering Virgo until August 27th. So Mars is going to enter your 11th house, your house of friendships. For the past 2 months, Mars had been in your house of career. So work matters were activated because Mars is like the energizer planet. So yeah, you were focused and energetic about career matters. And now the focus, the energy shifts to your house of friendships. Like 11th house is not only friendships, it's also your goals. Your goals, your dreams, your wishes. Yeah, it's like the house of groups. Imagine people who are like-minded people. Yeah, so those themes are gonna be activated for you. Maybe you will spend time with like-minded people. Yeah. Next, on July 11th, Mercury enters Leo until July 28th. That means gosh, why are these trains so loud? Anyway, so Mercury, the planet of communication, is gonna be in your career house for nearly 3 weeks. So yeah, you might be talking about your career, maybe having important conversations. There will be lots of messages, emails exchanged around this time. You might be writing a lot, reports or something like that. Yeah, basically communication about career matters, career stuff, work-related communication. Yeah, and it's only for like 2.5 weeks. So yeah. Next, on July 17th, we have a new moon in Cancer on the 24th degree. So in your 9th house. Like I really like 9th house because it's all the things fun and enjoyable. It's like the 5th house. Well, not like the 5th house, but in terms of the positive energy. So 9th house is when we travel to faraway places. It's the philosophy. It's like seeing the big picture, not like just focusing on some minor detail, but like seeing the big picture and coming to an understanding. So yeah, you have a new moon in there. Some Scorpios, you might travel at this time. It would be a favorable time to travel. It would be a good time to, I don't know, go to a restaurant like a foreign cuisine, try something exotic, okay, or maybe watch a movie about faraway places, like yeah, immerse yourself in things exotic or foreign, because that is 9th house. You can also like research something, study something. It's like a thirst for knowledge. Yeah, satisfy your thirst for knowledge. Now, this new moon makes an opposition to your ruler, Pluto, on the 29th degree of Capricorn, in your 3rd house. So yeah, this is a tense aspect, but this new moon also makes a trine to Neptune in Pisces, in your 5th house, and it makes a sextile to Uranus in your 7th house. So yeah, this is not completely bad. And so even though this new moon makes a tense aspect, don't expect to be like, I don't know, extra moody, because new moons are not like full moons. Full moons make us emotional, but new moons, again, as the sea tide, low tides, there is very little water on the beach. Like the water is like far away from the beach. So yeah, think of it again. We are not emotional on new moons. And then, so yeah, and this new moon is not a solar eclipse, so don't expect like some life-changing news to arrive, some major new beginning. Not like that. It's gonna be some minor news. And ninth house, as I said, it rules like everything foreign. It can rule also immigration. Some of you might be applying for visas, and then your passport. Yeah, those themes are triggered. Next, on July 17th, actually on the same day as the new moon, we have North Node entering Aries. So for the past year and a half, North Node had been in your 7th house, your house of relationships. I know so many Scorpios who got married. Yeah, so it was a great time for your relationships. You had eclipses in your 7th house, and now you have Jupiter in your 7th house. Okay, so now all that spotlight, now that you've like figured out your relationships, now the shift is gonna focus on your routine, daily routine, your habits, your work, okay, also your pets. So yeah, like you're gonna focus more on that. Maybe you start focusing on your diet, like what am I eating, like maybe you'll start thinking about like how to eat more healthy foods. Yeah, you know, when couples get married, they start thinking about like what to cook, what kind of groceries to buy. So it might mean that for you guys. Also, work. Okay, 6th house rules work. So something about your everyday work. Yeah, like some news is gonna be regarding that matter, those matters. Some of you might get a new pet because 6th house rules pets. And so yeah. North Node takes 18 years to come back to the same sign. So that means the last time North Node was in your 6th house was in 2005 and 2006. Try to think what happened in 2005 and 2006. For those of you who are old enough, yeah, something related to your work. Okay, try to remember what happened. So because this time those similar themes are going to be activated. But obviously, the circumstances, surroundings are going to be different because the outer planets will be making different aspects this time. So yeah, that is what I wanted to say. And now on July 22nd, we have Venus stationing retrograde on the 28th degree of Leo in your 10th house. So Venus is the things we value. It's aesthetics, fashion, love, the way we relate to others. It's also money. Okay, Venus rules how we spend money. So you might be reevaluating your salary at work, because imagine Venus money, work house, 10th house. So yeah, you might be reevaluating, like maybe I should get paid more, maybe I should ask for a raise. Yeah, so if you think you deserve a raise, this might be a good time to ask for a raise. But like yeah, I would wait until the new moon in like in Leo, okay, in August. Yeah, I'll talk more about that. And Venus also rules relationships in general. So and Venus rules your 7th house. So again, relationships for you. Maybe yeah. If you had a disagreement with your significant other during Venus retrograde, you will come to an understanding and reconciliate. Or if there have been issues that you two have been ignoring during Venus retrograde, you will bring it up and discuss. Okay, yeah. Those of you who are in like a not committed relationship, at this time you might be like, okay, I'm committing now, or you might decide, no, I'm breaking up with this person. I don't see us together. Okay, yeah. So those things are gonna be in your mind starting from July 22nd. Yeah, and Venus goes retrograde for 40 days. So yeah, take that time to really think. Don't start anything like major in relationships. Don't. Venus retrograde is not a good time to get married, to commit, to meet new people for that you will date. Yeah, because when Venus is asleep, so to speak. And if you start a relationship, it means the Venus in the DNA of your relationship is going to be very weak, and that might mean that there will be no love. And who wants to be in a relationship where there is no love? Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna make a separate video for Venus retrograde, and I'm gonna post that in July. So please check it out if you want. On the same day that Venus stations retrograde, the Sun enters Leo, your 10th house. Okay, so again, the shift, the spotlight is in your 10th house, your career. Yeah, and so I mean, this transit, the transit of the Sun through your 10th house occurs every year from July 22nd until August 22nd. So yeah, you can expect your focus to be on your work. Next. On July 23rd, on July 23rd, we have Chiron turning retrograde on the 19th degree of Aries. Chiron has been in your 6th house for a couple of years now, so this is not something new. And those of you who have planets around the 19th degree of Aries are going to feel this the most. Otherwise, this retrograde is very subtle. You're going to barely feel it. Yeah. But those of you who maybe have your rising sign around the 19th degree of Aries, then yeah, you're definitely gonna feel it. Or maybe your rising sign on the 19th degree of Libra, then that means Chiron is on your descendant. So yeah, you will feel it. Or maybe you have your Mars on the 19th degree of Aries, like around that degree, then you are going to feel it. But otherwise, for others, this is barely perceptible. So Venus has, not Venus, Chiron has been in your house of health, routine, your work, okay, for a couple of years now. So and Chiron is the wounded healer, so it has been like healing your wounds regarding those matters, yeah, in subtle ways. Next, on July 25th, we have the first quarter moon, meaning that whatever the seed you planted on the new moon on July 17th, you're gonna start seeing the first tangible results of that at this first quarter moon. Because on the new moon, the moon is still dark. We cannot really see the new moon, but like by the time it's the first quarter moon, the moon is like half. We can see like half of the moon. Okay, so yeah, think of it like in metaphorical terms. Next, on July 28th, Mercury enters Virgo, and it's in Virgo for an extended stay until October 4th. So yeah, Mercury is gonna be in your house of friendships for 2.5 months basically, until October 4th. So yeah, imagine talking with like-minded people at this time, discussing your goals together, your ideals. Think of it as like a political party. All of you have similar beliefs, and you are working together to achieve something. And Mars is in there as well, so friendship stuff is activated for you guys, Scorpios, in July. Yeah, and especially starting at the end of July on 28th. So yeah. What else? So this is it for July. At the beginning of July, you have that full moon in your 11th house. No, third house. Yeah, third house and ninth house. The sun is in your ninth house, full moon in your third house. Yeah, as I said, this is a positive full moon, so expect to feel like more positive feelings, emotional in a positive way. Okay, and then we have that Tsquare that will last for only one day. And then take time to recharge your batteries, your social batteries, so to speak, starting from July 9th until July 15th. So in the middle of July, yeah, give yourself a break a little bit. And then on July 17th, we have a new moon in Cancer in your 9th house. So yeah, it can be a good time for a vacation, to travel abroad, or to apply for documents like passport and visa, travel documents. it can be a good time to start some course, some webinar. Yeah, it's a good time for that. And expect news around this new moon, because new moons bring new energy, news, new projects. Okay. And then North Node enters your 6th house on that new moon day on July 17th. So yeah, that means for the next a year and a half, you will have the eclipses happening in your routine house, your health house. You will start thinking more about your health. You will start reviewing your diet, maybe, like how you exercise. Okay. Yeah, okay. Now Venus turns retrograde in your career house, so maybe you will review your career matters, your values regarding your career. Maybe you will be reviewing how much you earn, and yeah, you might be like, I'm not earning enough at this job, maybe I should start looking for another job where they will pay more, or maybe you will start thinking about asking for a raise. Okay. So yeah. And at the very end of July, on the 28th, we have Mercury entering your friendship house. So expect to communicate more with like-minded people in August and in September. Yeah, because Mercury is in there for an extended stay. So yeah, this is it for you guys, Scorpios. If you like this video, please subscribe, and hopefully I will see you guys in August. Okay? I wish you a pleasant July. Bye.